How's it going, you guys? Welcome back to another video. It's been a minute, so welcome back. I appreciate you tuning in. Today we have got a very special package from a very special company. This is from Mac Lifter Kit. If you're not already following them on Instagram, check them out. They've got a huge following and a massive array of selections for, I don't even know how many cars, a stupid amount of cars. The reason that the name of the company is Mac Lifter Kit is because they offer solutions for people like myself with broken bumper tabs and saggy bumpers. So they offer lifter kits to renew the bumper gaps and lift your bumper back to where it should be, get your bumper gaps and your panel gaps looking proper again, especially for someone like myself with a broken bumper. My tabs on the front bumper for the Lexus are completely destroyed, but the passenger side is also cracked just below the tabs, so it makes it extra hard to get it fitting properly. So Mac Lifter Kit, great guys, sent me out a package and I'm super grateful for it. So let's open it up and show you guys what's going on. So in this package that they sent me, they included their rear bumper lift kit, which I didn't even ask for. They just sent it to me, which is awesome. This is the rear bumper lift kit. We also got their front bumper lift kit, and this is the one that I'm most excited about because my front bumper is absolutely destroyed. It comes with these little replacement tabs. So these sit under the original tabs. You basically glue them on with JB Weld to the bumper, and they go underneath, and that way when you reinstall them, they pull the bumper back up to the fender where it's supposed to be. You also get these really cool little slotted bits, and you can see that there's holes right there. These line up with factory holes and bolts that are already on the car, which is phenomenal. You don't have to do any kind of drilling or modifications to make these front ones work. And obviously you can see right there it says Lexus, which I think is really sick. These are super high quality pieces. Like, this metal is incredibly strong. I'm trying to bend it right now and it's moving a tiny bit, you can see, but I mean, considering how cheap this stuff is for the consumer, quality is top notch. You get their branding right there. There's a little picture of an IS300, which is dope. It says Mac Lifter Kit Co. right at the top. And then right here, you got their socials and all that stuff. Elevate, align, and impress. I'm already very impressed just with the packaging and the presentation of everything. This is phenomenal so far. Shout out to Mark. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate you sending me this stuff. This is super awesome. Can't wait to put this stuff on the Lexus. It's gonna go to good use, I promise. And I hope you're satisfied with this video. Shout out to Mac Lifter Kit. Thank you guys so much for sending me this stuff. I am very appreciative and I cannot wait to put this on the car and get rid of that absolutely horrendous bumper sag. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hood's popped, bumper's ready to come off. So let's go ahead, pull the bumper, and I will show you guys where we're gonna go from here. Really quickly, before we do, I wanna show you just how bad my gaps are. So you can see that the bumper protrudes out from the side of the fender right there. That is not correct. It's loose and broken. So that's like the best that the gap gets on this side. And over here, it's about 1,000,000 times worse because the bumper is actually cracked on this side. Right here, you can see that. It's unfortunate, but this is the best that it gets on this side. It's much less than desirable. Everything is completely destroyed on this side. So it just flops around. Unfortunate, but that's okay. That's what we're here to fix today. So let's go ahead and take care of it. Gonna wanna grab a couple plastic trim tools, something like this. Got some expansion rivets right here on top. These basically just hold the bumper into the support that we've got right here. Then we're also going to have quite a few 10mm. We've got one on either side, right where the bumper connects to the fender. And then you usually will have some on the underside as well. And then you do have one 10mm right here as well. You've got a 10 mil. Pull your fender liner back, and there's a 10 mil just right here. You want to pull down a little bit, but not too much. You don't want to crack the bumper or paint or anything. So you're gonna pull down just a little bit, and then you can slowly start to bring it out until you've cleared that pin. You get your 10 mil out. Now we're gonna go do the exact same thing on the other side. Same thing, pull your fender liner back, get in here under that 10 mil. 10 mil is out. Okay, this is if you have your stock under shroud. If you have the under tray, there's gonna be a bunch of little 10 mils all along the front side of the bumper right underneath. I don't have that, so there are 4. There's 2 on either end on the outermost edges that I did have. I guess I only have 1 of them now. It keeps the underside of the bumper bolted to the underbody of the car. So now our bumper is for the most part free. We do have a couple small other things like some wiring bits. So let's take care of those. So when you pull your bumper back, it's gonna be a little bit finicky. It might not wanna move at first. Once you get it off, you're gonna have a couple different bits of wiring. So your side markers and your fog lights will have wires and connectors going to them. Just gotta be careful not to stretch or break any of the wiring. You can just undo the connectors or take the bulb all the way out. I'm just gonna pull it back a little bit. Just gonna undo our connector right here. And now our bumper is pretty much free. So all we have to do now is just pull it off. Just gonna grab it from either one of these little winglet bits. Pull it up, be careful. Make sure that you're unhooked from everything and straight out. There we go. Front bumper removed. Oh man, these things are absolutely destroyed. Look at that, dude, just completely missing. That one is surprisingly still intact. Over to the other side, same thing with this, totally fine. Absolutely ruined. Wow. Okay, well, thank God for Mac lifter kit. This little bit that says Lexus just bolts on. This one's actually for the other side, but you can see these 2 factory bolts right here. This bolts straight onto that. This piece, you JB weld right into here. You can see it replaces that tab, and it's metal, so it's not gonna disintegrate like the plastic one does. You just JB weld this right onto the underside of your bumper, and that slots on top of this and hold it in place. So let's go ahead, get these things installed. I will show you guys exactly how to clean up, prep, and JB weld everything onto the bumper. And we'll make this thing fit like it just rolled off the showroom floor. All right, so these are just 10 mils. I'm just gonna undo them, but be careful because this is really thin metal. You don't want to bend or tweak it at all. Just be careful with that, but just take off these 10 mils. They're not super tight, so you don't have to use an impact. You don't have to crank on them at all. Now that we've got that off, we can get this little guy fitted. Lines up and sits perfectly flush with everything right here, which is so cool. As you can see, there's a lot of spacing here, so you can adjust it and position it where you need it to be based on how bad or far off your fitment on your bumper is. You're gonna line it up right here. Just needs a little bit of manipulation, but tighten them down. There we go. Now that's installed. Same thing as the other side. Make sure to be careful when you're breaking them loose. And also be aware it might take a couple tries of loosening these up, shifting the bracket, and then tightening it back down again to make sure that you get the perfect fitment. It's not always going to be right the first time, so just be aware. You might have to finagle with it a little bit, you might have to mess around a little bit. Just trust the process. Be patient and be careful with it. Don't rush it. You'll make it work. I just shaved a little bit off the back side. It used to just be a straight 90-degree angle that came out and then to the right. And then this right here as well. This just came straight down. I just cut off a small portion and shaved it down so that it's nice and smooth now. That way, fender liner tucks up perfectly and it doesn't touch any part that is protruding. Now, I don't have to worry about the potential of having an issue with my tires. So I did that on both sides. At the point now where we're getting ready to install our little bumper tab replacement bit, a 3M moderate stripping pad. Maybe grab some sandpaper, something just to scuff up the surface on this so that the JB Weld bonds to it. Nothing super crazy, we're not trying to take off any material, just want to scuff it up so that the JB Weld has something to seep into, actually bond to. So we're just gonna go ahead, scuff up the surface of this. So now that that's done, what we're gonna do is grab some rubbing alcohol. We're gonna clean the underside of this. Then we're gonna wipe this down really quick just to make sure that there isn't any dust on it. We're going to apply our JB Weld and call it a day. Because you wanna make sure that this is clean so that the JB Weld actually sticks to it and not the dust that's underneath here. Here, a popsicle stick. And this is also what I'm gonna use for both sides. We're gonna take our prepped side. Perfect. And now literally all we do is just slot this right under here. Make sure that it is in place properly. Is it? So same thing, just gonna take our scuffing pad and our bracket, just scuff it up a little bit, nothing super crazy. Just want to make sure that we're getting that adhesion. Now we're gonna just wipe it clean, take off all that metal dust right there that we just got. On the other side, wipe the underside right here. Get it nice and cleaned up, get it taken care of. Slot it into place. We basically just play the waiting game. While the JB Weld is drying, there's nothing that I can do. For the current moment, I'm gonna jump onto something else and just keep working on other stuff that I'm working on the car. Let's just test it, see what we're working with. If I need to make adjustments to the bracket positioning, then I'll do that. That is crazy. It fits so much better. Oh my God, man. Look at that. That's literally perfect. And then when you put the bolt in there, it just makes it that much better. Oh my God. Look at that. That's not even bolted in. There is no hardware holding that in. That is just the lifter kit doing its work. Oh my God. That is insane. That worked so well. Man, I'm stoked about that. Car is still in a million pieces. I actually ended up taking my headlights out to change a couple things up. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bumper back on just as it is with the headlights off so you guys can see just how much of a difference these repair tabs made. To hopefully convince you to buy one of these kits for yourself because this thing is absolutely insane. So let's put the bumper back on real quick. Look at that fitment. That lines up perfectly. That lines up perfectly. That lines up perfectly. It is so impressive how well this stuff works. My camera is about to die, unfortunately, but I just wanted to showcase this stuff for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to Mac Lifter Kit for sending this stuff out. I really appreciate it. Now the Lexus looks really great again. I don't have that whack bumper fitment, so shout out to Mac Lifter Kit. If you guys have any kind of bumper fitment issues, make sure to check out their website. It's gonna be the top link in the description. They have got stuff for so many cars, it's crazy. So please go check them out. Support the people that support the channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, my camera died, so I'm on my phone now, but I just remembered we just hit 200 subscribers. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. It means the absolute world. I can't believe I forgot that. I literally just remembered right now. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. It means more than I can ever put into words. We're at 200, baby. Let's keep going.
I really appreciate you guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Please subscribe. It really helps out and it means the world to me. Drop a like. It really, really, truly helps out. I know every YouTuber ever says that, but it really does help. So drop a like. It goes a really long way. And stay tuned to see more ridiculous content of this thing becoming really cool. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. Follow me on Instagram. It's going to be right here. I will see you in the next one. Shoots.